Welcome to the Hot Dan Show live. This is where we're going to hang out and talk about a few things. You have any question, and I have a new product I'd like to share with you. So stick around. Hot Dan Show. Hot Dan Show. Welcome back to the Hot Dan Show. Well, let's see. This is where we're going to hang out, and see some thumbs up. Welcome, and well, let's jump right to it. I have this new product here called Scorcheeze Cheese Puff Extreme Heat Smoke Bomb. We're going to find out if it's spicy or not, aren't we? Alright, well, I find these people on TikTok, and I'm seeing a thumbs up, but I'm not seeing anybody in the room, but welcome. You know what? I'm going to... Oh, there you go. Donald. Let me see if I can click here. Okay. Got it working. Great. Welcome, Donald. I see some Aaron. Good. Nice to see people. Tara. Welcome. Alright. Back to the product. Anyway, I found these guys. It looked like a family-owned business on TikTok. And they do this live video every now and then. And I saw this product. And it's called Scorcheeze Cheese Puff Extreme Heat Smoke Bomb. This is what I like. When it says extreme heat. Now, they have multiple products. And let me show you the website. They have different flavors. Let's go right here to screen. As you see here, I'm at this Wild Side here, whatever, there it is, Wild Side Pepper Company. Pepper Company, Wildside peppercompany.com. And they have multiple flavors. I see they have a medium heat. It looks like, well, okay. Let me tell you what type of pepper they are. And medium hot heat. And this is what I have right here. It's extreme hot. And what's this one here? Looking at another one? Wildfire roasted garlic and toasted onion. Okay, I can do one. If we go here, I'm gonna check and see what they have in here. La 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 la. Perfect for party, spicy challenge. I like that. Anyone to create bold snack and maximum heat. Okay, let's see. Alright, it got smoke, ghost, habanero, scorpion, Carolina Reaper pepper. Nice. Okay. Now this is exactly what I'm looking for. Something very spicy. Let me put it out of the way. Alright, let's just jump right into it. I got a clear bowl so you can see easy. I don't eat much junk food, not like what I used to. But I gotta try it, right? Right? Okay. Oh, I could definitely smell the smokiness. Obviously, probably a smoked ghost pepper that seems to be overpowering the Carolina Reaper and Scorpion pepper. But anyway, nice, huh? All right. Okay, now I'm going to chat with you people. No, this is live. Uh, come on. Yeah, look it live. Yeah, it's live. No, I'm trying to upscale everything, and I'm trying to get back to the root. When I first started out the Hot Dance show, you know, everything live. But I got, long story short, it didn't work out for me. But I'm gonna give it another shot and start everything over. So let's get it, huh? Okay. All right, right here it is. I've been eating a lot of balls and nuts lately. No pun intended. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's very flavorful. Hot diddly dang, huh? That's right. My new quote gonna be, no pain, no gain. Wow. This definitely has some heat. Now, well, it got some heat. I just recently did a review of the, here, let me show you, of this bad boy the other day. Great product, great product. This carries way more heat. Hey, welcome, Christopher. Christopher Rogers. They deliver way more heat. I'm a happy guy. Mmm. This is really good. Got some heat. Good heat. Great flavor. Smoking it. Do you think your hearing impairment makes you invulnerable to space? You know, I sometimes wonder. I wonder. Possibly. But I eat a lot of spice anyway. Boy, if you keep eating this, the heat really building up. I give it a 2 right now. I love you too, buddy. It's about time you're able to find something which is legitimately heat. Like most of them, if you buy at the local gas station and a grocery store, 9 out of 10 times you're not going to find heat on any of the products. You got to understand, um, not very many people out there want extreme heat. You have to go after a mom and pop or a small company. Most likely they will deliver the heat. If you see something like on the mainstream or marketing, like overly hyped, you're going to be disappointed. I've been disappointed many, many times. So this carried the heat. It's actually climbing. This is really good. We are blocking the view. Well, put it right here. Man, Wild Side Pepper Company. I'm impressed. Hey, Savage Fox. 1996, we're exactly 30 years apart. Oh yeah, I'm working up on a good sweat. Got a lot of powder on my fingers, but they can legitimately heat. I did saw that product, but he completely ignored me. And I understand they are from England somewhere. I try to reach out to them, say, hey, I mean, if they have that product here in the U.S., I would buy it over on Amazon. But just for one package over in the UK, I think they're like 30 $30 or $40. I think it's pretty expensive. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. So I mean, I do my best to purchase a lot of the product to a lot of people, but sometimes I reach out to the small company, and usually I go, hey, why don't you give me a like a special discount code, so I can share with you guys and get a discount on the product. Like I did that up in Nut. Quite a few actually bought the product. Those are really good, but look at this is legitimately got some heat. What's the hardest thing you have ever eaten? Ate? I ate quite a few of them. Um, God, I can't name any of them right now. I said the worst experience, the most worst cramp that I ever had is Trouble Bubble. Trouble Bubble. I had four of those bubble gum. Um, yeah, Trouble Bubble. I'm reading the comments. I'm like, what is this guy saying? Um, that's the worst experience. As far as the hottest, I could say that ramen noodles that I did 4 or 5 years ago, that birthday cake. Uh, Somebody trying to be funny. What's the coldest thing you ever ate? That 16 million Scoville heat unit ice cream? That count? Yeah. Let me see. I'm really sweating off of this. This is really, really good. Yeah, that cake make you hurt. Uh, I've been wanting to do that again. Um, I think that was 54 years old. I'll be 60 this year in a few months. Maybe do a 60 Carolina Reaper. When I do most of his challenges, and I usually don't repeat them. Besides, I did the package chip. I did 3 or 4 of those challenges. But usually, I don't go back to same challenges. There are a couple of them I like to revisit. Uh, Obviously, I like to do more different with the noodles. Do something more hot. Really, Mr. Sin's 7 Deadly Sins quick. I've tried some from family friends. No one wants a second chip. That's how hot, huh? I will look into it again. And obviously, I can see your name. You're from UK, so I would love to do that. Chipped, chipped. I could try it. I look into it. See what it say. Maybe I email him again and say, hey, help me out here. Hmm. Here we go. Obviously, I have nothing to drink. Now, if someone who a non-chili head, someone who's just gotten involved in spice, I would most definitely, it would be around a 7 for you guys. Yeah, this definitely has some heat to it. Very flavorful. Yeah. Trying to see what the guys say here. Good chilling color. Much respect. You are the premier hot food guy on YouTube. Oh, well, thank you. Stay swollen, son. Yeah, I'm packing on some food weight again. I'm always swollen. Whew. Wow. I'm gonna keep eating them. They're very snackable. You know, it always seems, I don't know why. When I sweat, my sweat burns. Yeah. Well, thank you, Savage Fox. I tried to look amazing. I'm gonna keep eating this too, but I'm gonna save these for later. I don't think anyone in my family would like this. It's way too hot for them. Way too spicy. But dang, it's really good. Mm. Whew. Wow, yeah. It is really good. I'm also recording this for the video. So I'm gonna sign off just for this, but I'll still be here to chat with you guys. So, well, Wildside Pepper Company Scorcheeze Cheese Pup. This is the winner here. Got my hot dang approval. This is gonna be a very long video, otherwise it's gonna be a very long video. You guys will fall asleep. Well, I think that's all for the show for today. And I see you next time on a hot dang show. Freaking delicious. I'm still here. I'm gonna stop my recording for. There we go. I'm still alive. How's the weight loss journey? Well, I got up, I lost about 65 pounds, but I gained most of it back. There's a reason for it. That will be another story and another time. But I should blame it on the winter time. When it starts warming up again, I go back out and go biking again. Wow, this is really good. Not a good addictive. You know, it was so good. I'm gonna save some for later. This is legitimately spice. This is great. Yeah, check out the website. Go to wildsidepeppercompany.com. So, Oh, you have not seen me for a long time? Yeah, if you go back to like 4 or 5 videos, you can see how much weight I lost. Um, um, yeah, when winter came, I stay home most of the time, doing a lot of programming. I do a lot of coding on the side, trying to make some money on the side. So, I wanna show off my new gadget to. It's a good question. I did 2 videos with Brian. One is I promote my original bite, and we did a online collaboration of a dual chip with the Pepper X, but we haven't been keeping in touch since then. Actually, I haven't been in touch with any of the chili heads lately. I'm the only one person I actually talk to that still do videos is the hot sauce junkie Tim. He's about 90 minutes from me. He's in Wisconsin. Um, but he's a great guy. But I haven't been keeping in touch with anybody else, and most of them are not producing video anymore. So, hey, Jake Boss, what's up? Um, yeah, most of them stopped doing the videos. Uh, I see, I hear my wife just came home from work to make a lot of noise. If you hear noise, forgive me. But anyway, let me show off with my new gadget. It really helped. I mean, this is the reason why I invested this equipment for live shows. And look, baby here. Like, see if I can put like a product view. You can see this is a Elgato Stream Deck XL, whatever it is. And you can program the keys. If I want to switch camera, I go here, here, or can't see upside down, a product view. And also, a lot of you guys are saying, hey, I can't hear you. I customized these mic. I have 2 different audio settings, and one of them I can't access it to my switcher. It's way over there. So now I have a program to do volume control here. It really helped. So I'm excited about this, and I'm going to be producing more live shows, and hopefully I would like to have some guests on the show. Bring some chili heads, or maybe get a regular blue collar person to be on the show. It could be a male or female. We can do challenge together or review a product together. I'd like to do that. Make my nose sniffle. Hang on a second. Last time I blew my nose live, not really coming out. I don't want to do that again. But and another handy tool that I have here is this. It's my foot pedal, and I got 3 buttons, and each of the buttons connected to my cameras. I can do the product view, close-up view of my face. You want to see my sweat rolling off my head, and main view. So I just put it down here. See, I'm a one-man show, and I gotta make it look like a premiere or edited video. So now I can switch camera with my feet. Sometimes you can hear the little clicking, right? So it's pretty cool. On the next thing, my next big investment. Um, let's see the guy here. Whoop, Wamba. We have a great hot sauce festival here in Portland, Oregon in August. Um, uh, quite far. I live in Illinois, and yeah, the plane. I can't imagine the plane ticket will cost now for the round trip. It gets too much to invest. But we have them here in Chicago. Actually, it's in Joliet. That's where I go. And I didn't go last year. I got caught up with something else. Maybe I go back to the festival next year. Well, actually, this year. I think it's gonna be in August, I believe. But um, but anyway, back my next bigger investment is to be coming in next week. I have a teleprompter right in front of me. I can read. Yeah, that's way too expensive. I had a small teleprompter in front of me, so I can read the text. I wish I could show you what it looked like. Um, I'm going blind, old age. I bought a bigger teleprompter, way bigger, like 2 or 3 times larger. That's coming in next week, so it'd be better for me to, read the strip. So there's going to be quite a few upgrade in this studio. So, and if you guys have any suggestion or ideas, let me know in the comments below, so I can go back to it and just see what you guys think it would be a good idea to have in this show. Um, what else? Actually, I'm doing a cooking show tomorrow, and it's been a long time. My wife will join me in a cooking show tomorrow, and I think that video will come out on the 25th because we had a sponsor. They sent us a kitchenware pot and pan. We got experience with it, and my wife wanted to do a cooking show, so I will. I'm not a cook. I'm a very simple guy. I make pizza, hamburger, steak. Uh, I do a lot of peanut butter jelly sandwich. But yeah, I'm a very simple guy, and my wife she likes to make Filipino dish, some Korean barbecue stuff like that. So I'm gonna look dumbfounded, and I said, well, let's add some hot sauce to it. So it's gonna be a fun video. But the next video I'll probably be doing is I got one more product left, right? Hang on, let me see what else I have here. I got 2 of those. Candy. Yeah, that's it. So I need to go find some more product. But this one here, I'm definitely not looking forward for this one. But hey, this is a hot day show. Why not? Now, for what I understand, this thing is 16 million. It's a sucker. And I did see Brian took a nibble of this, and that we get. I love when they say, I don't know read that. It said, warning, extreme heat, do not consume. Do not consume. Okay. Why you put it out? Yeah, spicy Korean barbecue is the only way to eat it. Yeah, we're gonna be making those tomorrow. I have to find some sauce that would go, well, that pairs with it. If you guys have any ideas, suggestions, let me know. And I'm sure you guys probably want to put something like Hellfire hot sauce. no way that's gonna happen because my wife won't eat it. So I may put it on the side for myself. But this one, Ricky Sucker, you have to kind of like what I did with the Treble Bubble, and I hate that because you're swallowing all your salivas and it rests on your stomach. That's 16 million. Now, got corn syrup, citric acid, turbo, natural flavor, yellow dye, vegetable oil, water, rosemary extract. I don't know what the rosemary extract is. Let's find out what rosemary extract. I don't know what that is. What is your comedy use? Okay. But it's bioactive compound like that. It got to serve has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. Okay. Alright. But where it says 16 million. I know I saw it somewhere. Look at the actual website. The gummybearguy.com. See what it look like. Gigantic bears with Haddock bear. Let me see. Good chapel. Hey, welcome from Niagara Falls, Canada. Let's see here. Where is it? They have a lot of products on here. Too many products. I get confused. I'm trying to find okay. They have like a search. Yes, search. What's it called? They got a name for it? Is there a name for this? I don't see a name for this. Okay. Well, let's just put spicy. See if there's anything spicy related. Wow. Huh. So, yeah, well, I try to keep up with it. I try to keep up with it. I, why do you guys make it so difficult to find a product? I purchased this at Amazon, but home, I get under new. Oh man, shouldn't have to do this. Shouldn't have to do this. Um, look at put warning. There it is. I type in warning. There it is. Surface of a sun lollipop. Hottest candy in the world. This candy is over 15 million Scovilles. Alright, and this is the original Surface of a Sun lollipop created by Gummy Bear Guy. Okay, what's the ingredient? They get any ingredients? Nothing. I hate when they don't say any ingredients. Hey, welcome for Netherland. Dre, CT6DB. Ah, cool. Farmer Master, Farmers, Farmers Master 2000. Well, thanks, I appreciate it. But this, I'm going to copy this and see if I can find it somewhere. Yeah, here's Brian. He did. That's how I discovered about the product. Uh, okay, here's a. See what it says. Okay, item contain pure. Well, it says 16 million, but I thought it said 15 million. Probably a typo error. Um, a capsaicin extract. Yeah, just like a trouble bubble. We, the seller, are not responsible for your medical treatment of pain or suffering as a result of use. Okay, well, there you have it. Um, I got capsaicin crystal. It's gonna be a doozy. Yeah, I probably do that. Let's see, got this video. This would be the next video. I think this video. Let me see. I would have to do this video for this week or next week. We see. We see. We see. So, ah, we got what 30, 49, 40 people in the room. Welcome, everyone. If this is your first time here, I'm Roger, and I do crazy challenges, and I do only spicy reviews. Sometimes I do a lot of sponsors stuff just to help to keep this channel afloat. But today it's just you and me chatting like normal people. Um, if you have any question, let me know. Hey, the good question. My wife asked if you've always been a heat chaser. Not really, but I remember the first time, like actually a day when I was living in Pekin, Illinois at the time. There a restaurant just opened up. I think it's back in '95 or something. I think it was. They a Mexican restaurant opened up and they have a jalapeno eating contest. And I mean, I probably had some jalapeno, habanero, here and there, but this would be my first time pepper eating contest. And while I was there were a whole bunch of people there, a lot of crowd. And of course, they were serving beer, and I didn't drink, but everybody was drunk, right? And so my friend said, "I dare you go up on stage to eat a pepper." Now they have different age bracket, and at that time I was in my 20s, or yeah, late 20s, and they're going to be a few of us. But I had this one Hispanic guy. He sat next to me. He was racing, and I have two other people next to me, and we all have to sign a waiver. Our goal is whoever eats the most jalapenos in 15 minutes. And my goal is keep up with any of them. I'm not going to try to eat as many as I can, but this guy was eating jalapenos like cookies, and I have a hard time keeping up. And I finally caught up because he slowed down because he was waving back and forth. And he eventually got disqualified because he vomited right in front of everyone. And I ate just one more pepper just to be ahead of him. Um, oh, Wait a minute. Mudman. James, welcome. I'll tell you a little story about that. But anyway, back to the pepper eating contest. I finally won. And I think I had 34, 34 jalapenos in 15 minutes. I was eating fast. And that was miserable. And I think I won $50 and a free t-shirt. That's all I got. But they got next age bracket above me. I think they were like around 50 years of age. They got $200. And I'm like, yeah, they're not worth it. And my whole face was numb for at least a couple of days. But that was the first experience with something so spicy. Um, Fast forward another 20 years. I mean, at that time, there wasn't very many spicy food out there in the market. It's really not much. I mean, you probably get a hot sauce, a sriracha, something like that, or go to Taco Bell. That's probably the spiciest. But I didn't start chasing the spice when I started the Hot Dane show. That was 8 years ago. And after what I got discovered is my friend gave me the original Pocky chip. And he said, you know, make a video. Actually, that's one of my first videos. If you want to check it out on here on YouTube, that's my very first video. And that was my first stuff. And the next one, it wasn't called a Hot Dane show yet. It was on my channel, personal channel. And I discovered a few chili head channels. One is Johnny Scoville. And I actually met him just like a couple of weeks later. He was here in Chicago Hot Sauce Festival. And I got to meet him the first time. And I kind of just joking around with him. Hey, today I'm coming after you. And he said, go for it. So that's how the Hot Dane show got started. And so I think, yeah, I did, what is that called? That peanut tubatea. So yeah, tubatea. Well, looky who's here. Fire Kit Nut. I just talked about your product. By the way, if you go to the website, still 20% off if you use Hot Dane 20. But I would just talk about your product and tell them how good they are. My wife loved it, but she wouldn't eat the hottest one. But yeah, back to after I met Johnny, that pretty much the birth of Hot Damn show at the time. Back in 2018, what it was. So anyway, back to Thick Guy, Mackinac River, my hometown where I grew up, Pekin, and go up the road with the Mackinac River. We used to float over the weekend, sometime every other week, during the summertime. Everybody brings their 12-pack of beers, snacks, but we could float all day. We start from maybe 10 o'clock and we go about 5 miles. We finish like 6 o'clock in the evening. That was a blast. Now, when he mentioned the Mudman, I'm like, who I know James with Mudman? Because we went to Jack Fork in Ozark Mountain. We are canoeing there. And I didn't bring my suntan lotion, and it's so hot and so sunny. So, like a lot of area, you go off on the side, take a big old pile of mud. I could cover myself with mud to prevent myself from getting burned. So I put a lot of mud on me, and I'm just canoeing down the river, And I call it the Mudman discovered. So I went like 3 years in a row in not Jack Fork River. Um, but it's funny that I went back a couple years later and a lot of people recognized me doing a Mugman. So, so yeah. Well, welcome, James. Uh, Actually, I think that's what it is. Fiesta Rancheria. The Hey, the proof I wasn't lying about the jalapeno eating contest. Yeah, the tape tubateer in the hand. I think that tubateer two. I think it was. Like many years after, but I failed on that one. I mean, I wouldn't look at this day failed. I ate the whole tube, and I started working on the next one. Um, but I was going to have three tubateer, and I had six before. But this one is a different, not peanuts. It's a corn chips, right? Corn. Um, but it really have a nasty burn. Yeah, nasty burn. Uh, but I failed on that one. But hey, you can't win them all, right? Um, but I cannot tell you how many tubitators that I've ate. I did six, I did two, I did three. I'm just throwing into my head see how many I had. I think I had at least 30 of them over time. Most of them is I was training. I was training for the challenge because I knew it's going to be brutal. Uh, hey, Infinity Global Inc. Orlando, Florida. I used to live in Orlando. You probably didn't know that. There's a road called Grand Avenue, and they're 2 blocks away from the outdoor stadium. But I live in a little lake, and I lived there for 2.5 years when I moved elsewhere in Florida. I was working at Walt Disney. Um, I was a caricature artist and portrait artist, and later I became an animator for Walt Disney. But yeah, that was a great time. I live in Sanford, Ultimate Height, Orlando, and Fort Myers for a little bit. And my favorite place I used to live in Captiva Island. Man, that was a fun time. I was 21 years old, and I lived on the beach. It's on Pillar. I don't think it's there anymore. I think it's torn down. But it's an efficiency apartment, and we get a lot of tropical storm in the Gulf. Sometimes we get an ocean that goes underneath it, underneath my apartment, and my walking distance to the restaurant called Chadwick. I was a receiving clerk for seafood restaurant, but I paid at that time to get back in 1986 to 88. Um, I was paying $35 a month. Yeah. Ah, Fire Kitnet, those by you to start the Hot Dane show. Well, actually, I got bored. I'm like, sure, why not? Another side of the story is, besides chasing the heat, um, I was looking for another source of income. At that time, I had 0 subscribers, but um, all I knew was a small niche, and it's something fun that I enjoyed, and it took off from there. And at the time, we had a pretty good community in Chile community. It's a little bit different now, but at the time, people were nice and they were collaborative, and that's what really inspired me to move forward. So, yeah, that's how it got started. Uh, what did it say here? That's so awesome. My son 17 wants to be an animator for Disney. Dr. Philip. Um, Oh boy, I think keep drawing, because right now AI has been taken over, and oh boy, how where I go? You know, I'm a graphic designer and I'm also an animator. Um, I got a story on that too. Um, but now AI really starting taking things over in Hollywood, and that's what I lost 90% of my work because of AI. Because a lot of people wanted to go with paying $20 a month to think they can have Google Gemini or Nano Bananas or any other AI. Pay $20 a month, it gets good enough for them. So I lost a lot of work, and that's why I'm like another reason I kept this dang show going. I'm kind of work with sponsorship with um, other companies. Like for example, here, freaking nut. And I appreciate you guys work with me to do some little commission affiliate. I appreciate that. Um, but the where did one? Yes, I work on a Little Mermaid. I work a background artist, matinee background. There's something said here. Hey, Jerome, welcome from France. Let's see, there's another question. Oh, gonna be there's another company uh, in Orlando called Silent Planet. I was hired to do like an internship. Never really gotten paid for it. But I had to bring my old computer, and back then, you know, computer monitor and big case. And I remember I had 16 gigabyte of memory. You know, everyone just freak out that wow, that's a lot of memory. But anyway, I was there's a team of 3D designers, and I take the object and I had to make it into do a texture mapping. Like they give me a box and say, "Hey, make it look like a brick," and I have to mimic the brick texture to wrap around the object. But anyway, 6 months later, I left the company uh, because like never gotten paid for it, right? Well, two guys with the Silent Planet now work for Pixar, and they got to meet with Steve Jobs. The company is, you know, is shut down, and you know most people left, but those two guys still work at Pixar. I never reached out to those two guys anyway, but it just how close I was. You know, if I stick around longer, um, that would be an awesome job to work at Pixar. Yes. Uh, Damn it, I don't really think we can make graphics in the print to GPS. Okay, big man, keep running it. Yeah, a lot of companies don't understand that they have AI generated images. For example, they want a T-shirt or a billboard. They're gonna AI generated going to give you a small print, and they had to blow it up, and you can see on the T-shirt, the billboard, it's very pixelated and distorted. Um, it's getting better, but eventually it will be so good that we have no need for it. But yeah, like I said, it's just good enough for them to pay $20 a month, and I see, especially on hot sauce bottles. Um, yeah. Hey, wake up, you know. I seen you many times. Hey, Gina, welcome. yeah, again, thank you. And I'm gonna, do my best to keep you guys promoted. Maybe you can do another one. Do the hot Dan way. But keep at it. I love your marketing strategy. You did a really good job with that. With hot sauce butter neck, hot sauce butter with neck. Um, I don't know. There's so many of them out there. I'm not, even though I love hot sauce butter, but I'm not much of a hot sauce reviewer. I'm more of a challenge. I like to find product challenges. So hot sauce butter air with the welcome. Yeah. The hope it's not in vain. I invest a lot of money into my son. It's expensive tower unit bandwidth. Expensive. Keep at it. My son, he is also 17. I got him a Raycom screen. He can draw on the tablet. He loves drawing. I mean, I would say don't give up drawing. You know, keep that with you. Keep that traditional um, animation going. I believe um, it will make a comeback. It would be its own categories. Um, but don't give up art. Um, I still do drawing on my own. I do a lot of painting. I used to have it in the back in the storage. But yeah, don't give up art. Maybe something. I'm hope in the future you can utilize your skills because there's not very many people that can draw. You know, so don't give that up. Another one, super low. Turn up your speakers up. All right, let's see here. I'm at 3 with the speaker level. All right, let's do this real time. Some of you may say it's low. Can you hear a lot of background noise right now? Let me know because I'm going to turn that up, and I'm going to turn it up to the point that it could be my voice would be distorted or background noise. So right now it's at a -3. It used to be a -10. All right. I'm gonna go up to 1 decibel. Okay, how does this sound right now? It sound better? Of course, I can't make everyone happy, but pay attention. Are you picking up a lot of hums in the background noise? Because I'm gonna check. So here's the thing. What I obviously you guys know that I'm hard of hearing, and my way of hearing things is way different than yours. A lot of people don't understand that, and I'm looking at the meter. If it go into red, that means it would start uh, clipping. So I'm just looking, hopefully with my finger crossed, it's not getting any buzz background or anything. Oh, you can hear my arm sliding on the table? Well, that's good. Um, okay, I'm going to leave this at a 1 decibel. It was a -3. And I think, hopefully, it'd be better. But anyway, let's see. I became more of a chili flake person over the hot sauce. You know, I'm more of the same way. Um, a lot of time, hot sauce is good. It can want to change the flavor of your food. Um, but a lot of times, the food that I eat, I don't want to change the flavor. Whatever you get did made it better. I appreciate your feedback. So I keep that 1 decibel to make that sound better. Anyway, a lot of time, again, if I pour hot sauce, like for example, on a hamburger, okay, um, um, I didn't want to change the flavor of a hamburger, but most likely I would put hot sauce on a hamburger. But this one here, Spice Crust, these are real pepper. If you go to spicecrest.com, um, I love the number they have on here. They got one that's very mild, all the way up to 10 debates. Okay, I think it's making too much noise. So this is straight pepper, and they could really bring the heat on the food. So I could put like a number 10 on the hamburger, or a spaghetti, or a hot dog, or a coffee. I put it on my coffee. So okay, let's see. Yeah, 10 is a 5. Yeah, of course. But you gotta understand, not very many people are chili heads like us. So it'd be a 10 for somebody and a 5 for us. Or maybe a 1, right? So mine turned 18 on the 17th. Well, happy birthday. Um, yeah, cool. St. Patrick. Oh, St. Patrick's Day. You haven't been to a party, if you haven't been to St. Patrick party in Chicago. Now, this is 20 some years ago. No, 25, before I got married. Man, I used to party hard because I'm half Irish. Um, okay, sounds good here in Pekin. All right, thanks. Yeah, I'm half Irish and German. And so, um, but yeah, that was the fun time. St. Patrick party. Wow, that was a blast. Okay, back to the main train. Yep. Awesome, I appreciate it. Okay, how hot do you take your poultry? Regular eating item? Usually soup. I like to crank it up. I like to crank up the heat. Um, because I have been eating so many soups in my life, and I found it boring. And that's another thing about why I love chasing spice. Um, because you can have many variables of soup. Like I say, chicken soup. You can have different peppers, different sauces, hot sauce, all that. It just never ends. So, did I smoke what? No, I'm not a smoker. Nope. I mean, I had gummy bears if that helped. But no, I don't like smoke. Nope. If I'm gonna smoke anything, I will roll up a Carolina Reaper. Who did that? Somebody had a bong, and they put Carolina Reaper in it, in the bong, inhale it. Let's see. I did something similar. I drew a lot of peppers and turned them into powder. It seemed it would last longer. Yes, I do that too. I have about maybe 25 pounds of hot pepper to mix in my deep freezer. Something has been there for 2 years. And I have a lot of those. You could dry them out, air dry them, and grind them up. That lasts you forever. So, um, but yeah, I have a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. And not that I'm trying to maintain my level of tolerance. It's just that I enjoyed eating spicy food. Yeah. Yeah, this year grown reapers were turned into powder. Yeah. Um, my mistake when I first got into eating peppers, I used to buy them big box. And I didn't even think about uh, air dry them. And and you gotta eat them fast, otherwise they were spoiled. And sometimes I don't want to eat them all the time, right? So I freeze them, or I have a, I think I paid like $30 for this uh, air fryer. What is it? Dehumidifier. Dehumidifier. What do you call that? But anyway, I put them in there. I made a mistake one time. I had it in my kitchen. It moved out to outside or in the garage. So I let it go for like 4 or 5 hours. So give me a big cunt, bro. Yeah. I have quite a few of them. I used to have a hard time sleeping, and I used those sleep gummies to help me sleep. I want something more natural instead of NyQuil. You know, the whole time I was eating that cheese puffs, I didn't have anything to drink. Uh, how you came up with that line? My partner hardened me. Can't do hot much with the stomach, but we found that we thought a good general. Yeah, keep. Here's the thing. I have spoken many of the hot sauce creators, and if you're gonna do something way too hot, which I like personally, you're not gonna sell. You will go bankrupt. You have to make a product which you did perfectly well uh, for the general public. Because I think a lot of the people out there just not a shithead. They're just normal people. That actually, I love that jalapeno. What is that? I'm still eating the other bag, but this this is my favorite. It's not the hottest, but I love the flavor. The dill pickle and jalapeno. This is the best flavor. I can snack on this all day. This one I could step up, but my wife can eat this. She eat both of it. But this one is my personal favorite as far as heat wise. This is awesome. I like this. But if I'm gonna make any suggestion, make them hotter. That's just me. Maybe have another product after this. Good for chili head. But I can be honest with you, it's not going to sell as many. So what you did here is perfect. Um, Way better than any other product you will find at the gas station or uh, at Walgreens or CVS. I mean, they have pistachio. I usually pick up the bag, but they're just plain, right? At least they got some flavor and heat. It's exactly what I want. So don't change anything. Maybe you can make another one. But for extreme chili head, maybe you could do like a runoff thing, a minimal run of that, and see how that goes. So yeah, it's great. I love the flavor. It tasted really good. Um, but yeah, let's see. Was it SIBO that something he would do? What, put the hot sauce He did in the video, he was standing upside down. He had his wife or girlfriend or whatever pouring hot sauce in his butt. Yeah, I can see that. I've been trying to get a hold. Actually, in fact, I did reach out to SIBO a couple years ago, but he was doing a tour with his van. He's going around, I think mostly in Pennsylvania somewhere. But I'd love to be part of his show. But I ended up reaching out to his manager because he had his hot sauce. And I said, give me one. He sent me 3 boxes of it. 3 boxes of hot sauce. I still had some. And they're on fire. I think they're scorpion pepper. Um, I mean, I would say that it could average hot sauce, but it is hot. So, Pickle Man loves your show, bro. But anyway, yeah, he gave me the whole 3 boxes for it. I ended up giving that to my friend. Um, you know, but I know that most of them haven't opened up the bottle yet. So, what did it say? We just start doing so less. The cost is staying higher to start with those, but we'll be offering them next year. Okay, cool. Yeah, I did reach out to him, um, but like I said, the manager gave me a 3 boxes of, I think, 8, 16, something like that. 16 bottles of hot sauces. Pickle Man, we'd love to do a collaboration with you on the channel. Now, who is Pickle Man? Who's Pickle Man? Is that his YouTube channel? Pickle Man? Or look it up. Pickle Man. Pickle Man. I'm searching on the website. I mean, I see Pickle Man. It's pickles, but I don't know. You got Carolina Reaper in your nose today? What are you doing? Let's see here. I guess we should try the pepper up hot sauce by High River Sauce. Great company. The hot dub experience hot sauce. That is a, you know, I didn't like the last dab at first, and it kind of grows on me. I actually like them now. It threw me off. It's not like your typical hot sauce. Um, and it's not a flavor bomb sauce. It got some flavor to it, but it got some unique taste to it. So yeah, I enjoy them. Oh, okay. Uh, let's see. Oh well, I I wouldn't like say I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about other product, and there's a lot of product that out there that I have tried make a video and it didn't make a cut. Um, I give you an example. Hot runs. If you see any hot run product out there that collaborate with Pringles, with other brand, like Flamin' Hot, um, they won't make the cut on my show. It really have no heat to it. It's not worth my time. My channel is really focused on well, flavor, but some heat. That's what I'm striving for. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste anybody else's time. I want them to come to my channel, know what they get them. Um, couple of products that I review that are way overhyped. I mean, way overhyped. Like you, uh, um, effing that. Your marketing is clever. I see them all over the place. That's what I mean. When I say overhype, is some product claim to be spicy, not. One of the worst one. I actually did a video because I got really upset. Look at the heat. It the one up. It gets sour, and I got $20 for it. It's from the YouTuber, and I don't like giving out bad reviews, but they could really upset me because you know how social media they got a lot of influencer hype that they get commission. It's not about the product; it's about them having a cut of a commission, and that what ticked me off. Um, and I know I didn't get much view on that challenge, but I was so upset. It wasn't sour at all. Nothing. And but when I did this a mama pop, where did I have it here somewhere. When I did a mama pop one of this, Black Death Candy, I still have one. Now this is legit. I think only like $5. You could buy it individually. And this is one with the heat. This is the heat one. This is legit. I was supposed to do a collab with someone on a show, but he couldn't make it. That's why I did myself. But yeah, I just want legitimately good product. There's a lot of bad one out there. Oh, by the way, back to the pickle guy. I want to find out more. Let me just go. You know what? I'm gonna bookmark it. I get back to it later because it would take my time away from you looking for it. So, hmm, hmm. Yeah, yeah. That's a good call. Hot damn bass. I'm buying. This is why I love the channel. Yeah. I don't want to review just to review. And like another thing too, I get a lot of not a lot, but every now and then I get comments that say, "Hey man, you don't post enough videos." Um, I would love to if I have an opportunity, a chance to do a video every other day, I would. But it's not enough product out there for me to review. And that's why I review them every other week. Like for example, I put out 4 videos the last couple of weeks because I haven't in front of me, and I'm down to one more left. So I have to look for more product. And I wish the company who um, have a new product would reach out to me. And where did I get those? I usually reach out to them. But another thing too, I want to point out, you get a lot of people who complain. I get a lot of complaint that this channel is not what it used to be. Because back in the days, I do a lot of challenges and extreme stuff. Well, guess what? They're not around anymore. That's why I'm focusing more on consumer product. Um, but every now and then I will, try to come up with an idea for a challenge. But another part of it, getting understand, I'm not spring chicken anymore. You know, I'll be 60 this year, and when I do challenges, extreme that not very many people were too not capable of doing it. my body needs rest, and it usually takes me a while, 2, 3, 4 days, and my mentality like I don't want to do that stuff anymore, but I love doing it. Um, but and another thing, I have done over 400 videos, probably at least 150 of them are, well, maybe 200 of them are actual challenges. That's a lot of challenges. Um, and a lot of companies that did these challenges, like Pocky One Chip Challenge, they went bankrupt because the incident what happened to that kid. Um, my personal thing, it had nothing to do with the Pocky chip. The kid who had, I mean, don't get the wrong idea. It's unfortunate what happened, but he have an underlying condition that causes this symptom. But so that's why Pocky folded, and they and, and I can see a lot of companies that are out there are afraid to put out extreme heat because their liability. And but you gotta understand the company putting warning labels on it. You know, do not consume if you have a health condition or you're pregnant or whatnot. You shouldn't be doing them. Period. Um, I'm more experienced and I know I'm getting into. Um, like quite a few products that I don't want to do. The number one thing I don't like doing extract. Um, but yeah, people need to be. I think another thing is YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I'm filming everything here, right? Everybody want to get a clout, want to get recognition. I'm not gonna lie, I do too. Okay, but they're doing it for the wrong reason. They're holding them stuff. They're putting stuff in a vulnerable position. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of fakery out there, right? I think one guy, Luke, did that, or Spice King, or I can't tell they're legit or not because they cut out the videos. But I don't want to complain. But anyway, they do their thing and I do my own thing. But yeah, it's not easy. So that's why I want to put out more videos. I like to start putting out more live videos, stuff like that. I'm rambling right now, right? But okay, yeah, that is very hard. It's difficult getting sponsorship. I get a lot of China sponsorship. Another thing, I get quite, for example, I did this a bike review about a month ago. Like, sure, why not? It had nothing to do with the show, and I felt really bad. Um, Even though I love the bike, I like to ride on them. I figured, hey, I get a free product, right? But my time is to make a video and promote it. Um, so now I'm kind of focused more on what's relatable to my show. The next one we're gonna do a review tomorrow. We got a sponsorship. It's pots and pans. That is relatable because I have a cooking show that I start using the pot and pan. I'm cooking something spicy with it. So that work. Like if I get somebody who wants to sell me a blue pill, it has nothing to do with heat, unless if they make a spicier version. I just get out that, but you get the idea. Getting sponsorship is extremely hard. I would love to get a sponsorship with these guys, but it had nothing to do with my channel. But yeah, Mama Pop Top is ready to go. Yes. Oh, wait a minute. Am I missing here? Please don't tell me what you're doing with the pepper that Steve did. I know you did with hot sauce, but are you saying what I think you'd be saying? Okay. Um, let's see here. Did you try the spiciest popcorn in the world? I'm gonna, yeah, to have. In fact, what's that called? I forgot what they called. I just did a video just recently, like 2 videos ago. Like a number 5. I mixed number 4, and they actually reached out to me. They sent me a number 4, so I'm gonna review on that one. Those were delicious popcorn, and they got them heat. They got really, really heat. Don't try to make me look bad, bro. You know, I sweat on anything. I have a condition. I sweat easily. Uh, what did he say? Listen, I have eaten a tablespoon for 15 million pure capsaicin and do not recommend for anyone. It can ego thing, but my youngest brother, he threw it off camera. Yeah, it can ego thing. Yeah, you gotta be careful. So, we got 56 people in there. Hey, great. Welcome, everyone. I've been on an hour and a half. Well, I hang out for another 30 minutes. I enjoyed it. It's almost 5 o'clock Central Time. So let's keep going. Yeah, I sweat regularly on the table hot dogs. Yeah, I don't know the scientific reason for it, but I'm not going to bother to look it up. I always sweat. I sweat sometimes just walking fast. I say, but how do I know when you at a good point to try things or two? How do I know? I'm not following what you're saying, Yellow Panda. Um, I'm trying. So, I felt like I need to do a small challenge here, but I really don't have anything to share with you guys. But Scorcheeze Donkey 5184, what a name! Thank you. Uh, thank you for hanging out and watching the show. Scorcheeze Donkey. Scorcheeze Donkey. What do you mean by that? Yes, you just have to take a leap of faith. Yeah. Don't overcomplicate things. Viewer can sense it from a mile away when the influence is desperate for views. Absolutely. Yes, you can tell. And, my biggest pet peeve, you get a lot of the influencers have to talk loud and fast. Like, slow down, bro. We get it. But yeah. Um, I tried to do that in a couple of videos and I watched it. I'm embarrassed by it because it's not me. I like to keep it humble. Um, yeah. I still haven't had anything to drink here. My mouth is getting kind of dry now. Vodka and soda, peach. Because why not? Ooh, that's good. Good stuff. All right, well, what can we talk about here? Got to get any more question? I would love to show you. I redesigned my studio again here. I think it look really nice here. I wish I could show you. Is it possible? All my cameras here are fixed. I mean, I can take it off of the a dolly, but it'd be a pain in the butt. I wish I could have a way. Excuse me. So, yeah, so many people may notice my studio is not what it used to be. Yep, that's right. Um, I don't have hot sauces behind me anymore. I got tired of it. Um, this studio is the real me. The real me. Because um, I love sound. Yeah, the um, the guitar back there. I'm just starting to learn. I mean, back when I was eighth grade, going to freshman in high school, I ran into a friend of mine. He's a really good guitar player, and I want to learn. And so he come by to my house like every now and then. He could teach me how to do it. I can never get it right. I can't drop my lick far enough. Um, so I tried, and I remember my dad bought me a guitar back then. It was a Gibson, and I didn't know what a Gibson is. Um, but after a few months of frustration, I gave up on guitar. I actually took that guitar, I took it to the pawn shop, and I traded it in for a speaker, a car stereo speakers. Boy, my dad was pissed. He never told me how much he paid for it. I can't imagine what it worth. But um, but I bought it again because my co-host Brian, he's a guitar player, and I want to learn. I did pick up a few times to learn a few things, but anyway, back when I gave up a guitar when I was in freshman high school, I pick up on synthesizers, piano, MIDI keyboard. I'm more of a MIDI keyboard. I love playing keyboards. So I got the habit playing keyboard. I actually have 2 albums out with my keyboard, but um, my keyboard been blocking up and everything. Now I'm using a computer, but I want to get back into electric guitar. So yeah, the, I love collecting albums and I love collecting the digest type of stereo equipment. Back in the 70s and 80s, I just got myself the first reel-to-reel tape. Very awesome. Got a cassette player. I have a MIDI disc, CD player. I just got back from a estate sale today. I used to buy, you can buy DVDs for $1, reel-to-reel taped for $5. So yeah, I like to go collect some good stuff. But one question come up today here. My oldest is hearing impaired and rally on the drums to make him feel lifted. Oh, so are you the one to talk about you? He also an artist. I mean, that's awesome. And I find like a lot of hearing impaired are very creative because they disassociate themselves in the real world because they can't hear. And so they pick up other senses, other senses or abilities, create, use their mind, stuff like that. Yeah, okay, cool. Um, that's awesome. Um, you'll find out people with disability a lot smarter than you think. I'm just not saying that because they've been. I'm just being perfectly honest with you. Um, a lot of times, the disability are um, being ignored with the social the, the people out there. because we usually look frowned upon sometimes. I mean, there's good people out there, but there's a lot of bad ones out there. So they have to fill up their time to do something for themselves. Um, that's why I spent a lot of my time drawing when I was a kid. I spent a lot of time by myself. Not antisocial things. They just don't want to deal with it. But anyway, that's good. I love to hear that. Because don't give up. Forget about what other people are saying about them, and just keep moving forward. It's not easy. Not easy. But okay, you're recording. Jason, what's up, man? Okay, live. Okay, okay. You don't have to hear with the drum. No, you hear vibration. That's another thing people don't understand. Another sentence. Some of the questions that you're more tolerable to heat because you're hearing impaired. Um, I would say we can feel things more. We feel the vibration more than ever. Like for example, I can feel the vibration, the sound of a semi truck coming from 200 yards away from me, and uh, Pepper Guru. I think I have a thing real behind you. I think I've seen your channel. I know that name. But yeah, that it's Sony. The Sony TC440. But back to the hearing. Yeah, we were able to pick up vibration. And that's why I love music. Um, because they get a lot of sound. Especially when you have a hearing aid, it really enhances. But that's why I love music. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Jason. Not recording anymore. um, but yeah. So let's see what kind of found these. Kind of go off topic here. Uh, let's see what type of CD that I found at the state sale. I got it for $1 a piece. Um, let's do it here. Joe Jackson, The Eagles, Hotel California. Dan Seeley. Got some classic Boston. One of my other favorite, Peter Gabriel, Soul. I love classical music, Ravel. The Moody Blues, U2, Led Zeppelin. I have never heard this yet, so I'm excited to hear what this sounds like. Got Lionel Richie and Dan Henley. So, yeah, I paid $11 for this. Not bad. Back in the days, it used to be like $20, I think it was. Yeah. Okay. Alright. What time is it now? I gotta probably do another 15 more minutes. It would be like a 2 hours live. I got 74 people. Hello, everyone. For those who just popped in, I'm Roger. This is a Hot Dan Show. I do spicy review and I do crazy challenges. So hit that like and subscribe if you could. I much appreciate it. Yeah, today is just you and me talking, chatting about spicy food. Sometime I talk about food. I just did it today. This is really awesome. This is Wild Side Pepper Company. Legitimately Heat. There's a fantastic album you pick up. Oh, I had a lot of good ones. A lot of stuff I find at the estate sale, and sometimes I go online to pick up. Um, I got the latest one. I think if you're open to music, if you're open to music, I got this new The Gorillas. Good new one. It came out a couple weeks ago. This is a fantastic album. Got that the Indian vibe sound to it, but it's still mostly these gorillas. That is so awesome. Check my real. I think you're a newer model than mine, but nevertheless, it's really awesome to have. That was my first time owning the wheel, and I got a whole bunch of wheels. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. I had the Beatles. I have one Beatles. Pretty cool. So, yeah, check it out. Really cool covers. Great sound. Yeah, most of the albums I have up here is among my favorite. So, yeah, they're amazing. The good thing is too, they released a video. One of the songs from that album, it's all 2D animation. Like, when reminded me a lot of the Jungle Book. So, I got from Father-in-law, and it came with tons of Buddha tape. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You know, it's like psychedelic. The taste of sound, the feel color is quite calming. Are you talking about acid? uh, so, um, so yeah, I'm looking at my album. I'm trying to stay. Oh, they were on Saturday Night Live last week, huh? I missed that. I have to check that out. That's crazy. My son also collects vinyl record. What an inspiration. I'm going to introduce him to the channel. Well, awesome. Great. Yeah. Like you see, I have a lot of Prince album. I'm a huge Prince fan. I actually met Prince once at Paisley Park. And Prince, believe it or not, one of the Chicago concert, I was in front row. And I raised my hand up, hoping to give me a high five. And he gave me the high five. That was awesome. Something I never forget. Yeah. First time I actually see him in that cartoon. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah. Another thing, the reason I got back into, no, um, tangible. I own this music because it's streaming, like Spotify or Apple Music. What is it? One album in particular. I forgot what it was. They took it off, and I'm like, what the hell? I mean, that's what I paid, $20 a month for it. They keep going up on pricing, and a few more albums they took it off on streaming device, and I'm like, well, heck, I could go back and buy. We're working up on the black sweat when you eat the spicy stuff, Roger. That's a great song by Prince. Um, so I went back into owning, CDs, mini discs, um, albums. You know that you really pay more attention to music when you have something like this. When you have streaming device, in Spotify, it's becoming mindless. It's like it's noise in the background. When you have something like this, you're forced to open up, look at the sleeve, art, read. You're actually learning more about the artist, and you keep it forever. With streaming device, it's just noise in the background. Like what it is. Boy, got a lot of stuff here. I'm gonna have another room to dedicate all my albums and stuff. Eventually, they're gonna be all filled in, right? So yeah, I'm gonna start hanging out maybe a few more minutes, another 5-10 minutes, and then we'll call it the show. If you guys have any more questions or anything you want to chat about, know more about what I do, or what I love, or what I hate to do, or what I won't do, or whatever. I'm open to pretty much anything, respectfully, though. Tell me, maybe you can help me out. Who's your other favorite chili head video? Like Brian Aaron's, a few others. I know that quite a bit of them are gone, but who's your other favorite? ZZ Top. I used to listen to them, but not my favorite band. But uh, Sharp Dressed Man. I listened to them back in the 80s. Favorite pepper of all time so far would have to be Ghost Pepper. And I like Primatali. But if I have to choose life and death, would choose one, Ghost Pepper. The reason I like Ghost Pepper, longevity. It gets burned. Um, you know, some people have their own way of cooling their own heat, burning. I haven't found one. Nothing. That's why you don't see me drink. Okay, and I got used to it when I eat a pepper. I found that when you eat a pepper, if you drink water, it gets intensified even more. It can make it worse. So I just prolong, just let it, you know, let it burn out. So you like goat over most and prefer, yeah. It gets a very, it gets like a perfect balance. Not too hot, not too weak. Um, it doesn't hit you in the face like a reaper. It gets a nice burn, slow burn. You're the heat technician, very impressive. Yeah, I love tech, gadget, um, food. I think working on a good flavor profile, keep your eyes peeled. They do have a good flavor. Do you like Pepper X? I never had Pepper X. It's not available to the market. Only Pepper X hot sauce or powder stuff. Do I like them? Sure, absolutely. But I don't think it is hot it really claimed to be. I mean, thumb pump, it's raining outside. Um, but actually never had a Pepper X, so I can't tell it how hot it is. But based on the product or the hot sauce or powder, I like the flavor profile. But I don't think it's hot what it claimed to be. Um, but yeah, I think he's working on Pepper Y. Yeah. So what else do you have here? Okay. Yeah. None of you answered me back yet. Who's your other favorite chili head? Who's your favorite my competition? Uh, so yeah, Fire Kitchenette, give me a holler someday. Maybe we can talk. Sure, 'cause I love to work with you guys. You know, you never had a pepperoni hot sauce. That sauce is way too expensive. I agreed. But yeah, this is like a one-time thing for me. Maybe a couple of times thing for me. But yeah. Well, thank you. You be the one to try it, Pepper G. You know, I did approach Ed Curry many times at the Hot Sauce Expo, like a New York Hot Sauce Expo, Joliet, twice. I begged in front of him to give me a pepperette. I want to eat it. I want to film it. And he said he can't do it because the liability. And he have to get an approval from his lawyer of some sort. Um, but I've been begging for the pepperette. He never sent it to me. Um, Quite disappointing if you ask me. I love the man, but man, trust me, I want to try it. Yeah, that's the thing. The hotter the pepper, the more expensive. Well, yes, but it's more of a demand. When you hold something, have more control of something, it will be expensive. Um, if you have like Carolina Reaper, it's cheap because it got away. It got out of hand. He had no control of it. It could learn from that mistake. Okay. There's a lot of good chili heads out there. Late for work is fun. Testy channels are good. You are basically the only channel I'm interested in watching. Well, thank you. I haven't seen Testy channel. I don't know if he's still around. I guess he is, huh? Late for work. I think a couple of the video. I think they're the one that created the app. Um, I have a question. Honest question. Be honest with me. I've been programming, developing a lot of applications lately. Um, I get made my own teleprompter software. The teleprompter that I had is just basically just scroll the application. I'm paying $99 a year. Well, I created my own teleprompter that it will listen to you speak and it can understand you word by word and it automatically scroll as I speak. In fact, I just released the software late last night, and haven't really marketed it yet, but it's really cool. It's all hand free. If I want to back up, I can say back up. Back up. It's really cool. Anyway, the point what I'm saying is I've been creating softwares for my benefit. And a lot of times that I want to create a application for chili heads or a chili community, but I'm not sure they're gonna market for it, right? What do you guys think? If what you're looking for, if you want, to download an app about hot sauce or the community or what, see, I think about having my own app you download from an Apple Store or Google Play. You download the Hot Dan Show app. Not only see my video, but you get to see like reviews or a a link to a certain hot thought that I review or in the community. And I just don't know if there's a market for it. Um, do it that could revolutionize the handicap communicating online. We mean the teleprompter? I don't know. Uh, really? Well, I can tell you why I think that because um, most of you probably don't know I had my drama with some of the Chile community, and I pretty much back away and I just do my own thing. And since I'm separating myself from them, the whole group there, and I don't know, I haven't went back to that community. I'm not sure if I'm welcome to be back or not, because I pretty much burned the bridges. I have my reason. I definitely have my reason. Um, it's just too many egomaniac, a lot of backlash, a lot of uh, who's the best or whatever. That's not what I'm there for. Well, I'm there to have fun. That's why I run on my own. Huh. So, that said, when I want to create an app, I like to create for real people like you who. Oh, would it be better? Would it be better if I create a website with an extension that um, like a website, like if you go to hotdaneshow.com, I have updated quite a bit. I actually maybe this could be a good time for me to sign off to show you this what I've done to my website. Let's go here. I'm trying to get myself more promoted. Let's go here, citizen. I can see, look at my current website. Um, so the latest video, I just added this last week. Um, my Hot Dane blog, and this is where I talk about my experience, like how to survive spicy food challenges. You click on that, and I give you a little story, the background before, the aftermath, and stuff that I don't put on my in my video. And it's really cool. So if you go back, to the main page, you can see how many blogs I had posted. Um, I actually put Pepper X versus Carolina Reaper. Which one actually hurt more? How you build your spice tolerance from someone who drinks Pepper X for breakfast. Um, 7 spicy snacks that absolutely destroyed you. Why pepper keep getting hotter every year. And now I'm starting talking about when I review the product, I give a little bit more in depth behind the scene. Um, I have to do one for um, um, effing nut. I got to do one for that. So yeah, I think it's the website. Um, but you said here, okay, I did the website so you can fill the gap between the content. Yes. Make an app for Sillyhead and invite them all to people who are part of it. Make people mistake and they should be welcome if they choose. I mean, I can easily create an app. It'll probably take me a few days or a week to do it. I just need some of your feedback and see what you guys are interested in, what you want out of it. And also, my part is I like to work with all the mom and pop shops that they deserve to be known. And I don't want to become like a socialist, something like what if the other company that I don't agree with, though even my worthy of being on the Hot Dane Show app? Maybe I could have something like I get, I would give them, I would bring everybody in, but I would give them my seal of approval, like the Hot Dane Show um, stamp of approval, something like that. So that way I won't, you know, leave most people out of it. So, let's see. Whose site? You mean, go to hotdaneshow.com. I would well, I'll probably do it today. I'm gonna write up a story, a blog about my experience with your product up there soon. I'll probably do that sometime today. Um, so what time is it? Oh, I went over 2 hours. So anyway, if you guys have any suggestions, give me some ideas. Put them in the comments below. Let me know uh, what you're most interested in. And thank you for all being out, hanging out with me. I got 80 people review here. But I'll be back soon, and I'll be putting out more videos next week. And I will see you all soon. And thank you for hanging out with me. This is great. So now, in the dream. There we go.